Hello and welcome to Hip Hop Theology. I believe I've got an opportunity to have most of you in class before, but nonetheless, I will introduce myself as I am charging you to introduce yourselves in the form. My name is Professor Joseph Tribble, and I am an instructor here at American Baptist College for Religious Studies, as well as, I deal with student life and residence life. But we are here in hip hop theology, and I hope that over the next 4 weeks we're going to have a really good time. I hope it's an opportunity for us to engage and to learn a lot around this subject of hip hop, of which I am very passionate hip hop and just the idea of merging hip hop and theology, hip hop and religious studies together is something that is a fervent idea and one that needs and continues to need serious and strong dialogue surrounding these two things and merging them together. Certainly, down through the years, there is much to have been said about theology, much to have been said about religious studies, but hip hop, with it only coming into being really within the last 40, 45, 50 years or so. It is now, only now, really in the last 10 or 15 years or so that hip hop studies is actually becoming a real thing. And so here we are at American Baptist College, really. If you want to get down to it, from what I know about what's taking place around the country on the cutting edge and talking through this very seminal and scintillating conversation about hip hop and theology. So I certainly want to welcome you all to the class. Just kind of in terms of breaking down the class week by week, the syllabus is posted there in Web Study, and Web Study is going to be our primary host for this class. And we'll do a lot in Web Study. We won't do everything in Web Study. We'll use Periscope and other platforms, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But in Web Study, one of the things about taking these summer classes here at ABC is for those of you who are new, you will discover those of you who have been can attest to, and that is that during the summer, because classes are only a month long, it's only 4 weeks, it's 4 days a week for 4 weeks, and you get the same amount of credit that you get if you would have taken a traditional 16-week class in which you go and sit in the classroom or even online. It is very fast paced. Monday through Thursday, there will be something that is posted. There will be something that is required of you to do in Web Study, whether it's a reading, a video, a lecture, such and so forth. So make sure you stay on top of it. It's a very difficult thing because everything comes so quickly. Once you fall behind, man, you are behind often in what I have seen. And so you really kind of have to claw your way back. So by all means, make sure that you stay on top of things. There is literally at least one article to read each and every day. So make sure you stay on your reading. There are no books to purchase for this class. Praise the Lord, saints, right? There are no books for you to purchase for this class. However, there is an article, sometimes a chapter out of a book, something that you will have to read and engage every single day. So make sure that you're in Web Study, downloading those things, reading those things, and by all means processing those things as well. Each week there will be about two forums. Usually don't want to do too many, don't want to do too few, but about two keep you on your toes. It gives you an opportunity to go in to read, listen to lectures, such and so forth, and then to engage the question at hand. When you go into the forum, as always, those of you who are familiar, make sure that you make your initial post. It needs to be around 250 words, around 250 words. And then after that, excuse me, I'm battling a little something with the sinuses today. But make sure you go and you make 250 words. And then after those 250 words, if there's no one else that has posted, take a step back, come back to it a little while later, and then make sure that you respond to at least two of your classmates and make those comments, substantive comments on, good job, a great post, and all that kind of stuff. That doesn't count for anything for me. I don't know what you do in other four classes. I'm not really worried about that. But I know in this class, as for me and my house, we going to make substantive comments. So, and anyway, make sure that you go in there. So that's going to happen twice a week. Additionally, I just want to, I'm trying to talk through what you can expect out of this class. There will be lectures not posted every single day, but usually about twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, we'll have a lecture. And what I hope to do is for some of those lectures, and I always let you know beforehand, is to do those lectures live and online. And so for that, what we'll use is Periscope. There's about 30 people in this class, and so it kind of tends to, stretch the system just a little bit too much here in web study, as well as other popular free kinds of ways to make this thing happen. We're too big for that. So Periscope, even though it's open sourced, gives us the ability to both hear what I'm saying and make comments and ask questions, and so it ends up working well in this particular kind of a class. So make sure, and I'll make sure to have some directions if you're unfamiliar with Periscope. Make sure to download the app, or at least be able to understand how to go to Periscope on your computer, because you don't really have to download the app, and it may even be better. But if you want to make comments, if you want to ask questions, you'll need to be in the app, and you can use that on your phone as well as on your tablet. And so you will have that every week, beginning this week. We're not taking a week off. Remember, it's only 4 weeks. So this week, at the end of this week, on Saturday, there is a paper that is due. It is due by 7 o'clock. And then the next Saturday after that, there will be another paper due. And then the next Saturday after that, there will be another paper due. And then finally, at the end of the class, there is a final project. The paper is requirements, as well as I hope to get an example paper posted there in Web Studies so you can see what the expectation is on the paper. It's probably a different format than what you have ever seen before. And so I hope that it's a good way for you to engage this material. Additionally, to the readings, there are going to be some things in there in the media things, in particular music, but also some movies and some videos. It's going to be, in particular, really, really important for you guys to listen to the music that's posted there. All of the music is also listed on your syllabus, but it's really, really important for you to listen to the music. Without listening to the music, without dissecting the lyrics, you cannot complete the assignments that are due each week. And trust me, I will know if you are listening to the music, if you're engaging the materials, if you're reading the readings, if you're listening to the lectures. I always know it always comes through very strongly in your writing if you are in fact doing and able to weave those various things together in what it is that you write. So make sure that you go through and you are really engaging this material. If you do, I think that, I've gotten an opportunity to talk to some of you guys about, you don't know anything about hip hop, some of you, I don't even like hip hop, whatever, that's cool. But for the purposes of this class, I understand, and that's part of what we're doing here. Hopefully, right? If you don't know anything about it, hopefully one of the things that we're doing is introducing you to it so that you become familiar with something that's so obviously ubiquitous. And ubiquitous is just a big fancy word that means that it is everywhere, and hip hop literally is. Just as a very short example, and I'll probably end up using it again because I think it's a very fervent and powerful and poignant example, and that is for those of you who are paying attention to the NBA Finals. If you pay attention, there's a soundtrack to the finals. There's a soundtrack for the commercials for the finals, for when the game is getting ready to come on. And that soundtrack is the album of Kendrick Lamar. The album that has, taken, in so many ways you can say it's taken the world by storm. They're playing his song DNA. They're also playing Loyalty. They're also playing Be Humble, or Humble is the name of the song. So they're playing this music in the background to the NBA. Well, the NBA is worldwide. And so in this day and age, in 2017, from somebody to tell me that they know absolutely nothing about hip hop, I say, you probably don't even know how much you know about hip hop, but you're more familiar than you know if you pay attention to any kind of our commercialized culture of which we are part of. Hip hop is indeed everywhere. It starts in a very small, really kind of a small place, 7 miles or so, 7 mile strip it begins. And then from there, it begins to spread like wildfire. It has become a global phenomenon. And so, as those of us who are theologians and budding theologians and religious scholars, it makes all the sense in the world for us to engage something that has become worldwide. And in particular, for those of us who have been kissed by nature's son, it makes so much sense for those of us who plan to go in any kind of ministry, whether it be pastoral or otherwise, to be able to engage something that your people, whoever it is that you're dealing with, they are going to be dealing with hip hop. So that's why we're here. There's a couple of questions that I asked you guys in your forms. I'm going to answer um, some of those questions. One of those questions is, what is your favorite song? What is your favorite rap song, favorite hip hop song? Who's your favorite artist? One of my favorite artists, really, if I have to think about it, is none other than the man that goes by Jehovah, Jay Z. Now, and I guess in so many ways, by who my favorite rapper is, I'm aging myself, but I think very much about um, his album. Um, his album, The Blueprint, dropped on 9/11, and on 9/11, I can remember that I remember that the expectancy and the excitement about that album coming out. Dropped on 9/11 in 2001. I was a college freshman, and I can remember listening to that album. I was in Memphis at the time, and coming back from Memphis, riding with a buddy back home from Memphis, and listening to that album on repeat for the entire. It's one of those joints that you can listen to all the way through, and so that's probably one of my most favorite albums up there, certainly with Aquemini by Outkast and so many others. But my favorite song, I'd have to say. And it's really a hard thing, and sometimes it moves right depending on where you are. I understand how music works, but one of my favorite songs also is by Jay-Z. It's a song by the name of "Meet the Parents," and the reason why I love this song is Jay-Z starts out and he's telling a story. I love stories, by the way, but he's telling a story about this kid, about this family, about this woman, about this man, and really, and then it comes to a head. I invite you to, by all means, listen to the song, and I think it might be on one of our lists for these weeks coming up. But it comes to a head at the end, and he has a message there. He has a message there for all those who listen to his music and all those who purport to, be parents in any kind of a way. So check out the song. It's called "Meet the Parents." Rain Gray Sky. It seems that every young black life is this line, dang him already. Such a good kid, got us pouring hen already. Liquor to the curb for my nigga up above. When it cracks through the pavement, that's my way of sending love. So give Big a hug, tell Aaliyah I said hi. Tell the next time I see him on the other side. He was just some thug that caught some slugs. Them. We loved him because in him we saw some of us. He walked like us, talk like us, his back against the wall, nigga fought like us. Dang, poor Aisha, that's his mama name. Mama ain't strong enough to raise no boy. What's his father name? Hold on, man, I'm about to go in on that joke right there. But that song is absolutely lovely, man. Great song, great song. So by all means, go and check it out. So those that's it. I just wanted to kind of welcome you guys to the class. Make sure that you go through this stuff. We're not going to get into an actual lecture today. We're going to do that on tomorrow. We'll do that on tomorrow. So just wanted to get this in there posted. Make sure, like I said, go in, stay on top of things. Don't fall behind. Do not fall behind. We try to have a little grace here, but Everything's moving quick. So if you got any questions, you know how to reach me. My email is jtribble@abcnash.edu. I would prefer you to send me an email through the ABC Nash system as opposed to Web Study. Even though I check Web Study, I don't check their email system quite as often as I do ABC Nash. Plus, ABC Nash notifies me in a couple of different ways. So I do go through and check that just a little bit more often. So if you need to reach me, you can reach me there, or you can reach me at my office number. The number is 615-687-6894. Once again, that's 615-687-6894. And if you have questions about web study, if there's stuff pertaining to the materials of the class, by all means, reach out to me, give me a call, shoot me an email, this, that, and the other. If it's something particularly dealing with web study, please call web study. And the reason why I'm asking you this is because I have absolutely no technical expertise or pull with web study whatsoever. So if you're experiencing something, call web study. They can help you. Those people, they will call. If they don't answer right away, they will call you back. I've never not had them to call me back within the hour. They may not be able to get to you right now. I mean, that's life. That's the way it happens. But they will call you back. And when they do, they will be able to help you. So if you're having a web study issue, by all means, give them a call. And then if need be, shoot me an email. Let me know what's going on, particularly if it's pertaining to an assignment. Just let me know what's going on and, how things are happening and this, that, and the other. But look, y'all, this is going to be absolutely fantastic class. We're going to have a good time. Make sure you get in there and mix it up. Don't be afraid to express yourself. That's another song right there, Express Yourself. And I'll talk with y'all later. All right, peace.